Just one of the reasons we didn't get out on the road very much last summer. We had these house repairs to do. And it was to turn out to be a rather long job. We'd been having issues with it for a number of years now. Not only did we have to strip that gable end off, but the whole house needed sanding and repainting. And we have our trip to Shetland to blame for our choice of colour. Heading back past these houses, we've suddenly decided that we're going to paint our house red. And now it was just a matter of finding the right shade of red. We got it wrong, not once, but twice. So I wasn't going to waste that paint, and I used the first wrong colour to do the undercoat. That was to prove to be a little bit of a mistake. Bernie started to strip off the old cladding, and we had no idea what we might find underneath, because this cabin was probably built just after the war, around 1945-1950. There were lots of bungalows up here back then, usually used for the summer, and this is how ours used to look. There wasn't a lot I could do at this point, so being a team, I went and played to my strengths. I think I need to go and make you some substance, don't I? Does make you wonder why it's plastic. I mean, that's roofing felt, isn't it, on this corner? So just whatever they could find to patch it up, that's roofing
The
felt.
trouble is with this stuff, it won't breathe neither.
No, that could be why.
Expecting it to be damp.
Ooh, and mouldy.
Possibly. Oh man, it's got breathable behind it, so I don't get that.
No.
Oh, weird. Well, that could have been up there 50 years or more.
Yeah.
More, probably.
Yeah. Especially the bits of roofing felt that's tacked on the ends. I've obviously had a leak there. It wasn't too bad underneath, was it, Ben?
Not on this end.
It's round that window that I'm most concerned about.
Well, obviously that'll all have to be peeled off.
Well, it was going well. We did anticipate there might be issues here, and we weren't wrong. That wood up there, it is absolutely sodden and totally rotten. So Bernie's just taken off a load more of the cladding, and we've discovered that underneath it is all done with roofing felt, which isn't breathable. So the black isn't the fact that the boards are soaking wet, it's just all off the back of the roofing felt, but that can't have been good. And I've just painted all those soffits, and now a load of flies have decided to commit harry-carry on it. The first blue cabin on the left is no more. Just that tiny little bit left to do. And then it's a whole new coat. Now I think you should be able to see the issue that turned up by using that first incorrect red. It was going to give a slightly different colour once I put the top coat on. The last bits, eh?
No wonder it wasn't breathing.
Yeah, I don't understand that.
We already had.
Yeah, I suppose
the
so.
water out, but the trouble is if the water gets behind it,
There's nowhere for it to go.
Dry, does it?
No.
But never mind, who am I to tell the guys of the past?
That's like the last 3 planks. topping off ceremony when they finish a building. Perhaps we should have a stripping off, well, not in that sense, ceremony. Yay! Last one, and it's been a bugger. All those pipes. Triumphant! Well done, that man. See what's behind that, that's the concern, isn't it?
Too bad. I thought this area would have been the worst, but it's quite solid, isn't it?
Yeah, we haven't...
I'm going to replace them, but
yeah.
at least quite solid then.
Yeah, it's like you say, it's just that one area, isn't it, where, because they put that on, the water's got behind it.
Yeah, it'll dry out. That's the thing with this
Yeah.
railing board, it should dry out. But
Yeah. Well, it'll be a while before it gets the actual cladding on top of it there, won't it? It'll just have the Tyvek on, so like you say, it should be able to breathe. What we need is some sunshine. Reuse them. I should be getting on with that second coat of paint, shouldn't I? Just this threat of rain. I know what's going to happen. I'll get up the ladder and then it'll start raining, so perhaps I'll be of more use with you getting that Tyvek on. Unfortunately, we thought it wise not to try and film putting this Tyvek on. It was hard enough to do without having to film it as well. I must admit, getting that Tyvek on was a load of fun. Bernie up one ladder, me up another with a brush, trying to hold it up while he managed to get the staples in. The slightest waft of wind, a little breeze, and honestly, it's like paper. You had to hang on to it with grim death. But it's up, and it's now watertight, which means the pressure's off a bit. I think we're going to start looking at painting that soffit up at the top there before we start cutting the timber and putting the cladding on, and that's going to be a whole new ball game. What an amazing job Bernie's done. Getting up and down that ladder with an artificial knee. It's no easy feat, and what a cracking job. He's never done anything like this before, and it's just, I'm just overwhelmed. So today's the day. We go from stripping off the wood to putting on the new stuff. Here we are. Oh, it's first strip of many, I'm sure, eh Bernie?
hopefully.
Had to get a new saw. Unfortunately, the one our neighbour very kindly lent us wasn't wide enough to cut the new cladding, so we found one that was on offer at Screwfix. So we'll see how that goes. So wishes luck, everyone.
About half the size of that other one
Yeah.
that we had, don't we?
So we're just cutting a few pieces, or I should say Bernie's just cutting a few pieces, just so we can test it out for the alignment for the window. It's the easiest way rather than just marking it with a tape measure and messing about. So new saw.
New saw.
Like a hot knife through butter, is it?
It is when you can remember.
Dust bag works then.
Nice and secure.
Yeah. Safety conscious. We're always
Yeah,
safety
so
conscious.
we want a few of them, don't we?
Yeah.
9 of them actually. You don't have to be exact, just
You like that, don't you?
makes life a bit easier than a hand saw though, doesn't it?
All these years you've been cutting things with a handsaw, blimey.
Oh.
I'm just hoping I'm better at this than I was when I tried to chop logs. getting there. That window's proved to be a bit of a bane of our lives, trying to get it equal. With the tongue and groove having the slight space down the middle, it's not as easy as if it was flat and goes, you know, joint to joint, nice and snug. But we've worked it out and we're on and they're straight and it's going well.
You don't get much closer than that. It's coming down a notch.
Yeah. So here we go again. Rain has stopped play. And we just got that far. We've got the middle section above the window and almost most of it done at the bottom of the window, and now it's raining, and I think we've got an unsettled week next week, so we'll just have to see how we get on. Ho hum. So we're calling it a day for today. We always knew that this window was going to be tricky, didn't we, Bern?
We did.
Yeah. It's done though, isn't it?
Yes, we're quite pleased with it. We're thinking of maybe putting a wooden insert inside, aren't we?
Yeah, I think that'll look really nice. Yeah. All the way.
Top.
Yeah.
Side.
Unfortunately we can't do it at the top because we've told you before, this was built God knows when.
Unless we had something
it'd have to be really
a lot
small.
slimmer.
The window, opening part of the window is so close to the top of the wall, it's impossible to put anything in there. But we will give that a really good clean. It's going to need a right good strip down. But that's it for today. And we think we've made another decision, haven't we, Bern, about the colour. I think we've decided we're going to leave it. Yeah, we're going to get to the end and see what it looks like. Yeah. Once we've got to this corner here, we'll have a nice colour match. But we've seen them up in the aisles where they have a coloured wall and then just a stained gable end, and it's such a lovely warm colour. So watch this space, but it's beginning to look like that's what we're going to do. How's it going, Bernie?
Alright.
Yeah.
So, obviously with the floor sloping down, you have to make sure you get these
Level. He's laying down on the job like.
laying down. I was having a snooze.
I think you've earned it. We're getting there though, aren't we?
Yeah.
I bet if we weren't kept getting rained off though, haven't we? Especially today. But we got more done than we thought because we thought we wouldn't get anything done today, and the weather's supposed to be better tomorrow. Yeah. Some nice pork loin chops and a few roasted vegetables coming up. Today's progress. We said we have to set ourselves a time limit, so I said, well, we'll go on till 6 o'clock and then we'll call it quits. Otherwise, you just keep going and you've got to eat. So we've just called it quits. It's just gone 6 o'clock and that's it for today. But it's amazing. We've put 16, oh God, there's that word again, amazing. We've put 16 pieces on today. And there's like 14 nails in each piece, and each piece has to be measured because the house is not true. Nothing's straight, nothing's plumb, so you can't just measure them all the same and cut them. You've got to measure every single piece. But we're getting there and we're really pleased with how it's looking. It's going to look so much better. I mean, I'll have to do a before and after picture. We've been patching this wall for just over 3 years now, and it's been leaking in. We've had Gorilla Tape on it, we've had filler on it, we've had all sorts on it, but we just didn't have the pennies to fix it. Still, we have now. We're doing it on a budget, otherwise we'll be getting somebody else in to do it. It's cost us quite a lot of money just in materials. I dread to think how much it would have cost to get somebody in to do the labour. But we're doing it between us. Bernie's the engineer and I'm the labourer. Well, we're halfway there. We're over halfway, Bernie says.
Because we're at that side of the window.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
So,
More tricky bits to come though, eh?
my little helpers.
As well as me, of course. So, rain has stopped play again today, and we couldn't do a lot because we spent quite a bit of time working out how we were going to get around these pipes. Now, forgive the board with the holes in. What we've done is we've made a template with that one. We've worked out where it was going to go, and we'll use that to work out where to cut the full strip. The only thing is, we're not sure how we're going to get it in position, because you can't just lay it flat. It's got to go under the barge board right at the top there. So we usually sort of slide them in sideways, but because of the pipes this could be a little bit tricky. But we've done tricky and we can get round it. We've got quite a lot further today, although we've had some of the trickiest strips ever, haven't we, Bern? All round. all round the pipes. Yeah, all round those down at the bottom there. And because, I think I've said before, because we've got to thread it in under the barge board, you haven't got a lot of manoeuvrability. And that first one where the mains electric goes in, the top one, and the bottom shower drain, was an absolute, pardon the expression, ball breaker. But it's done. So now we've got most of the pipes done, and tomorrow we're going to tackle the toilet outflow. Hopefully it'll fall nice for us, because we haven't got a drill that's going to drill a hole that big.
Haven't got a board that'll be big. No, we'd have to
No,
jigsaw maybe.
yeah, we'll sort something though, won't we, Ben? Well, we're so very nearly there. Just that little triangle up the top there to do above the porch. It's been tough, but we've done it. Honestly, I don't know where Bernie gets his energy from, because I sure as hell haven't got half of it. Well done, that man, that's all I can say, and what a fantastic job. Almost there, Bernie.
One more after this. It'd be nice if it was an exact piece, wouldn't it?
Oh, do you think? What's the chances?
I don't know, it's looking close.
Oh, it's looking great. Even with the blue it looks quite nice. What time something went your way, that's a full strip. Will it go in? Oh, look at that. That's skill.
That's how I planned it, right from that first strip.
That's what I said, that's skill. Wow.
That's not bad, is it?
No, that's brilliant.
I thought I'd have to take a bit out.
Yeah.
Put a bit on.
Yeah, that's fantastic.
Right, we'll cut that. Give you the honour of putting in the last nail.
Let's hope I can do a good job.
Out of just over 1,000 nails into it,
Oh,
including the ones
underneath.
you can't see.
Wow. This will be the last cut then, won't it?
It'll be the last cut on there, yeah. Obviously we're going to do the windows, but that'll
Yeah.
be as and when.
Yeah. The last cut of the main cladding though.
Oh, what am I doing?
Last cut. I asked Bernie how he felt about it being finished.
Oh, I don't. You know, it's nice. Nice it's done after all these years. But
Yeah.
a nice tot of rum would go down well, but
Have we got any?
no.
Got some whiskey left. We should be splashing it over the wall. Right, leave me the easiest one.
Right. As I say, Tina's got the honour of putting the very last nail in. Don't fall off, but you've got my best hammer in your hand. Oh, you might have been better.
Getting there.
Hey! What do you think, Blue? Not a lot.
How you did that? With over 999 nails, I do not know. It's done. Yay!
It's done.
Well done, Bernie.
It's done.
That's amazing. Such a
Not
great.
bad for an amateur.
It's a great job. And this winter we won't need to worry anymore, will we?
No,
Fantastic.
hopefully not. Shouldn't leave.
So
Shouldn't
chuffed.
blow away.
So chuffed. Phew.
It's a bit of filling to do in some of these knots, and then we'll get the stain on it.
Yep, bit of infill in the windows still to do, isn't there? But
Yeah.
at least it's all, well, the staining isn't ground level, but, and then we can get on with painting the rest of the house. But we're going to have a break. I think we've earned it, haven't we, Bern? You have.
Oh, we have.
Yeah. So ta-ta for now. Job done. Satisfied, pleased, chuffed. Can't think of any more words. Perhaps Bernie's is relieved.
It's nice to know it's done, because it was a worry, the old wall, wasn't it?
Oh, it was terrible.
Leaking a bit, and well, a lot.
They're leaking a lot, yeah. So it's done. Fantastic.
Lovely.
Bernie started to stain the new wall, and I continued to paint everywhere I could reach, leaving the higher parts for Bernie, because he's better up ladders than I am, even with his fake knee. Starting on the seaward side, I had just a little bit of an issue with a certain little man. And there's one wee problem. I have to keep putting the lid on the pot, because this wee man wants to get in on the act, don't you, Blue? He knows I'm pointing a camera. Thankfully the weather held for a couple of days, and I soon made, I won't say short work, it's still a big wall. And Bernie was just about to complete this gable end, meaning we'd no blue paint left. Were we gonna like it red? Hope so, because there's no going back now.
Hey.
Say the last bit of blue on this end of the house. And yes, thankfully we did like it. Just as well, because it's finished now. And we added some nice bright white corner strips just to finish off the job. Did I say finish the job? No, never. Always something to do round here.